Oh, let's go. Let's go. Let's do this. Go on. What's up? What's good? Cool shirt.
Oh, wow. Suzette and I try to be different, but we're the same.
I was excited.
Hi, Kyle.
Hey. I do that too. Scott makes fun of me.
No, this is the most, as an adult man, this is the most comfortable position to stand in. I mean,
nice.
it's a nice, yeah.
It's not. It's just like
Stretches
a good
the
little
back.
resting spot. I think I only do one.
Two is a power move.
Wow.
Yeah.
That changes everything.
Changes everything. That chair sucks.
It's Johnjay and Rich. You can text us. Text us right now. Text JJR, whatever your message is, to the number 96893. You can also just call us right now. 877-937-1047. You want to hear something gross?
Yeah.
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 This is gross. This happened 2 days ago, and I can't get it out of my mind. Like, it's just on the forefront of my mind all the time since it happened 2 days ago. So my wife, Blake, and my oldest son, Jake, went to Costco the other day. And they came home, and the thing about Costco, which I find really interesting, is how they never have bags. They got those boxes.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
You know, so when she showed up in the garage, the boys and I had to unload all these boxes. Total side note. Like, I wonder when they had, like, whoever owns Costco, when they're like, I know how we can save money. The stuff comes in, let's cut the boxes in half, and that's what everyone can take to their cars. And then the other brother or whatever partner was like, great idea. And that's how they save all this money. I don't know, because it's so weird how they don't have, they just...
Look, they would need like giant bags. They would need like trash bags because the stuff's so big.
It's just such a weird thing, I think, every time I go to pick up stuff out of the car, how there's just stuff. You know what I mean? It's just stuff. And it's large amounts of stuff. So when I'm unloading stuff from the car, turns out that my wife bought this thing of salmon, right? Because I eat a lot of salmon. I don't eat beef or chicken, but I eat eggs and I eat salmon. That's the only meat that I eat. I'm usually vegetarian after that. So she gets this like hunk of salmon. It's like a side of a salmon. But something happened on the way from Costco to my house where the salmon slid out of the package.
No. Like onto the car?
In the trunk of the car. Yeah. And as we're unloading it, so it was in the trunk, like it's an SUV, so it's kind of like it was halfway out of the package. So I like kind of scooped it up, and I'm like scooping it up, going, oh, and it's and I scoop it back into the bag, and it gets back into the bag, right? And I said to Blake, I'm like, have you ever, like, normally when I eat the salmon, I'm just seeing it on my plate. I'm not participating because fish grosses me out, right? So I scoop it up, and I go, gosh, what made you get this? Normally, I see it all like, is this where you normally get it? She goes, I've got it from here before. So anyway, the rest of the groceries need to come out. And so my son Jake opens up the trunk. You know how you have the window? And then he lifts it up. Mm-hmm. And then when he lifts it up, all on top of the front of the lid of the trunk is just all this white goo. Ew. I don't even know what it is. It looks like mayonnaise, and it's just all up and down the top and it came from the salmon. I don't know what it is.
Salmon.
It was, I don't know, like from the salmon rubbing on the thing, it created a goo. I don't know what it is. So then I
thought you were going to say like juices, like salmon.
There was that too.
Like meat juices.
That's potent.
So it was all this like white, like picture mayonnaise, like little bits of mayonnaise up and down wherever the trunk was shut. And I'm like, oh, God. And so I was like, I got so grossed out. So she goes, I'll clean it. So she cleaned it. And then 2 hours later, it's dinner time. And her and my sons have steak. And I have salmon. And I'm just like, oh, I just cannot eat the salmon, man. And I'm normally not like that. I was like, this is so disgusting. Then at the same, so that's my gross salmon story. That's it. I can't stop thinking about it. Like, I go, like, driving in today. It's dark outside. I'm at a red light. And I'm like, how about that salmon? I'm just thinking about that salmon.
You never ruined it for you?
Happened 2 days ago.
like horrific flashbacks.
Yeah. And then she also bought at Costco, and I posted this last night. She bought a bunch of Afrin. She had texted me going, do you want Afrin? There's Afrin here at Costco. And I have now, I can openly admit that I'm addicted to nose spray. Like, I have a serious addiction. because I can't stop because it's incredible. Once it works, it's incredible, right? Like breathing is amazing. I already have allergy issues. I've got sleep apnea. I've got whatever. So when I take nose spray, it's beautiful. And Afrin to me is the best one. I'm positive. But what I didn't know is there's different types of bottles that the Afrin comes in. There's the kind you put up your nose and you go, it's brilliant. It's beautiful. But now there's some other ghetto kind of Afrin spray that's not like that. It sucks.
What do you do with that?
Yeah.
If you go to my Instagram, I posted the video of it. It's like you got to put it in your nose and then you squeeze it, or you got to put your head back, and it doesn't always work. And
like eye drops, like how those.
Yeah, it's like eye drops,
Oh,
but
weird.
it's just you got to squeeze the whole bottle instead of going.
But it's the same stuff inside. So now what you got to do is collect the classic bottles that work and pour the new Afrin in there.
Well, I don't know if they're classic. I don't know if there's. I don't know if the ones that are the new ones or the old ones, but the is a lot easier. But still, in the video I posted on Instagram last night, I can't get the bottle open. I can't get the lid open. Like I feel that something's defective with the bottle. But then all these people are commenting saying, I'm the defective one, right? No, you don't know how to open the bottle. But alas, I have a backup bottle in my pocket, and I pull out that bottle, and that one opens up. So is it me or is it the bottle? I can't open the bottle, and it's so frustrating because it's full of Afrin. So I'm like, Afrin to me is gold, and I feel like I'm gonna have to throw this away, but I don't want to throw it away because inside the bottle is a full bottle of Afrin.
Do you have it with you so we can try to help you?
No, I should bring it in. It's in my what do you call it? Medicine cabinet.
How many bottles of nasal spray do you have on your person right now?
I don't know, whatever I have in my backpack.
How many
I don't know, probably 2 or 3. But I also have in my refrigerator, I have 8 that are still in containers. 8, and I don't even want to use those. Every time I go to the store, I buy another one and I keep them just in case.
I feel guilty
Okay.
for introducing you to these nose sprays
Uh-huh.
because
He's been doing it for like 8 years.
But then I introduced him to the Vicks one, and then since then it's like he hasn't stopped. Like I only use it when I really need it, and Johnjay's just uses it like 10 times a day.
I do use it a lot because it says use it once a day and only for 3 days in a row. And I use it 5, 6, 7, 10 times a day.
And haven't you had doctors say that that's probably not good for you?
Mm-hmm. All doctors. And then I have people message me. I have pharmacists message me every day telling me not to use it, but I can't stop until I figure out a good solution to make it stop because the results are so phenomenal. And now that you got to wear a mask, I can't wear a mask walking down the hallway. I can't breathe unless I have Afrin in my nose to make me breathe. It's terrible. And then, by the way, remember yesterday I was telling you how I was at my wife's stepdad's house and I cleaned out all the stuff and I picked up these 2 clams, these giant clams.
Yeah.
I have they're in the trunk of my car and they're so heavy I'm too lazy to take them out of my car. I pulled up this morning because there's a sensor that tells me I got a lot of heavy crap in my car. I'm like, crap, I didn't take those clams out. So when I pulled up the radio station, opened the trunk, and at night, and I put it on my stories too. At night, these giant clams in my trunk make no sense.
The giant clams really make no sense at any time of
They
day.
don't.
I feel like.
But this morning, I opened up my trunk in my car and I filmed them. I put them on Instagram. I'm like, man, that really looks weird. They're this big. They're like how big is this? How would you describe this big?
Good 4 feet at least.
That's how big these clams are. Like how beautiful they must have been in the ocean when they were real and alive.
Are they real clams or are they like statues?
No, they're real clams.
Oh,
They're real.
I thought it was
real.
cement
What? This
carvings.
whole time I was picturing
No.
like things you would find on the set of a Little Mermaid movie.
No, they're real. That's why I want them. They're like real clams. They're probably, I don't know, the clam world, and I'm just guessing. They're probably 2,000 clams. Whatever
What
clams
is your
cost.
life?
But what are you like? What's the plan?
With the clams?
Yes.
Put them by the pool?
No.
Do you really want to look at them by your pool?
I feel that they would go well with the pool.
You do?
Where else would you put a giant clam?
Nowhere.
Your wife should not have taken you to clean out that house because your own stuff you don't throw away. Now you're not throwing away other people's stuff.
I know. When I walked into his garage, there were all these trash bags full of stuff. She goes, this is all trash. We got to throw it away. I go, trash? Like, what do you mean trash? Like, the guy died a month ago. Like, he had this much trash? Well, it's stuff that we think is trash. I'm Like, I think I got to open it up and go through it.
Oh no.
Like, what do you mean it's trash? But I didn't.
You're like a hoarder without one direction. You know how some people collect just newspapers?
funny you say hoarder.
You collect everything. You won't throw away anything. What if we need it? I'm telling you, we shared an office. It was a nightmare. My side, clean, just a pencil on the desk. Johnjay's side, like, I don't know, like Holocaust masks. Yeah. So, like, just old food menus, everything. It's nuts.